Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome from wherever you are around the planet to the N-Gage Conference 2020. We're happy to have you. I'm Benny Faibish. I'm the founder of PlayWork and the conference itself. And we're going to have a great time during the next 2 days. But before we begin, I wanted to say a few words about the conference and mainly why the conference really exists. So the stated objective of the conference is to give practical tools and insights on how to bring deep engagement, how to create a great culture, and to bring meaningful work experience. But the other reason is that we are facing a turning point in time. Because the corona pandemic, besides being a major medical, social, and economical crisis, has also created a deeper crisis. A friend of mine calls it a global midlife crisis, in which many important questions that we never really asked, but they were always in the background, in the back of our mind, are now surfacing to the ground. The pandemic created a crisis among individuals that started to ask themselves questions like, what's really important? And what's our priorities in life, in work, in our relationships, and other aspects. It also created a crisis among different companies that all of a sudden needed to adjust and make drastic, painful changes in order to face that complex reality that all of a sudden appeared. And as we entering this new era, this new normal phase in time, companies are discovering more and more what to me is one of the most obvious things in the business world, but usually is being overlooked. That in order to adjust, to face challenges and changes, and in order to grow and succeed, we need our people by our side. And the message of this conference to companies is whether a company wants to survive these difficult and challenging times, or it wants to prosper and succeed, it must invest in her people, in her employees. But investing in the employees, not as an empty slogan, but really invest in them, in their needs, in how do they feel, and building a culture that makes them feel safe, inspired, and empowered. Because when we really invest in our people, in the employees, our employees will invest back in us. And in times where it's challenging, now it's a challenging time. It's a time we know when the shit hit the fan. In times like these are the times when we need the people the most. And advanced companies are already understanding that the employees are at the heart of the matter. And the employees or the people themselves are realizing that that old method of carrots and sticks, of external incentives, used to be suitable for previous times, not so long time ago, but it's a method that was suited for decades ago, centuries ago, but it's not suitable in this day and age because money and external incentives might give answers to some very basic needs of human existence, but at the same time, it prevents a lot of important other meaningful needs to come up and to fulfill. So in the next 2 days, we're going to meet speakers and workshops from 3 different continents that all will speak on the same topic. We'll give practical tools and we'll share with all of us how it's not just good for the people or the employees, but actually it's a very good thing for the business itself. And during this event, we want to raise consciousness. We want to shake things up and shake the status quo and maybe peel a bit of the fake things that are happening outside. And we want to give practical tools, but more than anything, we want to give you all a great experience. Because eventually, for us, it's not just a conference, it's a vision. And we want to thank you all for taking part in this vision. Thank you for joining us. And we really hope that you're going to enjoy yourself. So, are you ready to start? Let's go. Here we